Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another day of betting here at Gamblers Hub. Today is Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday, February 7th. We got ourselves, our usual full slate of basketball games. Let's jump right in and go to the NBA, where I like the Cleveland Cavaliers at the Washington Wizards. Oof. Wizards not so good. They played twice this year, and the average margin of victory for the Cavaliers is over 30 points per game. Plus, Washington is just bad overall, but especially on the road, 2-20. So I think Cleveland's got a good shot there to cover that 11.5 points. Next up, my Warriors. I've been saying it for the last few weeks, is they've been looking better. Coming into the trade deadline here, they're starting to click. Little question as to whether Draymond is going to play tonight, but I think they should still be able to cover against the Embiid-less Philadelphia 76ers. 4.5 points is the current spread, and I like it. They won last week by 11 points, so I think this is still a good shot for them to win, since everything really runs through Embiid for winning. Maxey puts up numbers, but I'm not sold on him as leading the team for wins, especially against a better Warriors team. And last but not least, we have Sacramento. They are at home against Detroit, 13.5 points. Sacramento's coming off of a long road trip, so I think they're going to really like that home court advantage after a long trip. And they won by 21 points against them earlier in this year. Detroit's just not a good team. Sacramento should be able to rely heavily on their big guys and just dominate them. All right, Todd, what you got?
Hey, yo, Todd here. 3 for 3 last night. Me and Joel are on a roll. Oh, yeah, making some money. We hit St. Mary's last night after we won the first two big. We doubled it up, made money at the end of the night. Okay, what do we got today? I'm 5 for 6 in the last 2 days. We're on a roll. I like Indiana State over Valparaiso, minus 20.5, called into me by my Vegas people. And I love Gonzaga over Portland, minus 25.5. I'm going to buy 4 and take it at minus 21.5. And it's a 2-team parlay, and I'm also going to play them straight. That's right. Indiana State and Gonzaga, they're both going to happen tonight. Gamblers Hub, Joel and Todd, we're going to make you money. Subscribe. Help us out.
Thanks, Todd. All right, I'm only going to do 5 games today. Try to lower my pick amount because, just getting too many of them, so I'm going a little bit deeper into each game instead of just a lot of them. So the first one I like is Wisconsin, 5.5 point favorites at Michigan. Michigan last place in the Big 12, Big 10, Big 12, whatever the conference is. But Wisconsin's very good. They've been ranked all year, and they've just been looking solid from start to finish. Michigan, they have been getting blown out lately, and they are, like I said, last place. So they've not been playing very close games, and Wisconsin has been playing very well. So I like Wisconsin to win that one by at least 6 points. Next up, we got our SEC battle of the day. We got Alabama at Auburn. I like Alabama in this one. They're on the road, but they're getting 5.5 points. First place. They're in first place in the SEC, and Auburn, not too far behind. It's not like Auburn's a slouch, but 5.5 points feels comfortable to me. They did beat them last 2 weeks ago, something like that. So Alabama has that win. I think Auburn probably takes this one, but I think it's going to come down to the wire, and 5.5 points is a lot. All right, next up, we got a big spread game, Valparaiso versus Indiana State. I liked Indiana State earlier this year in a game for a pick, but tonight I like Valpo. The spread's just too high. Indiana State doesn't blow out a lot of people occasionally, but not with any sort of regularity or frequency. Valpo's not the greatest team in the world, but they've only lost twice this season by 20 points or more. So this just feels like too many points for me. I could be wrong, and Indiana State just blows them out of the water since they're clearly the better team, but this just feels like too many points. Next up, we got Colgate at Boston University, 6.5 points for Colgate. They are a solid team, 15-8, 9-1 in the conference, and they just won by 16 points against Boston a couple weeks ago. So again, just had that win, better team. Gotta like that to cover. All right, my last pick is Creighton, 2.5 points against Providence, and they just won again. I like the body of work here. Creighton, they're ranked. Providence is just okay, and they had just won recently by double digits, so I like Creighton in this one as well. All right, guys, let us know what you think. Hit subscribe, hit like, give us a comment. Let's have a conversation about some sports betting. All right, guys, see you tomorrow.